The core of empowerment is a sense of gaining your voice, recognizing your agency to make decision, your ability to make decision. It's about recognizing strengths and what supports resilience. It's a process. We don't empower people as advocates. What we do is create conditions in which victims and survivors can empower themselves. When I think about how that might apply to older victims, there are many ways that an older victim or survivor may have been disempowered. They may have been disempowered as their own capacity has been diminished. They may have had decisions made for them. They may be seeing their friends, their older friends, having made decisions for them. They may have recently lost a lifelong partner and they feel like they have less of a social network that's been so important to them. So I think part of how the concept of empowerment works in this context of working with older victims is looking for ways that we can restore some of that sense of agency and that sense of control over decisions, particularly in the area of safety planning.
It's really just recognizing that our role as advocates is to allow victims and survivors to gain back the power they lost in sexual violence and domestic violence relationships. So offering choice, however possible, and really seeing our role as a facilitator to healing.
It means we don't know best and that the survivor does. I think the unique challenge is that for individuals who have had a lifetime of trauma, who have not been able to have the opportunity to heal, whether it be by safety or access, in fact, empowerment's a foreign term. And so what it really means is helping somebody define for themselves where they want to be, what they want to do, and how they want to express that.
When we talk about empowerment practice in social work, we talk about giving back that person's capacity to make them decisions for themselves, even if it's limited. The smallest decisions are, at least they're making decisions for themselves. And younger adults seem to feel that it's okay to make decisions for the elderly without involving them in the decision-making process.
I believe it goes hand in hand with victim-defined advocacy. When you're working from an empowerment model, we are once again trying to help restore power to individuals that perhaps haven't had any power for, again, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Some of them, the abuse started since childhood, and so they really have never had any power. And so to build within our programs the ability for them to choose what they want. For example, in our transitional housing program, one of the first things we do is we set a goal plan, but it's not the advocate's goal plan, it's the victim's goal plan. We sit with them and say, okay, we have about this much time. You tell us what it is you want to have happen within this time. And at that point, we will help provide you with whatever we can to help you achieve those goals. And it's not always housing or employment. You know, sometimes it's, I want to connect with my faith-based community again. I want to lose weight. I want to start exercising. Whatever it may be, we're there to help support that.